Hello, everyone, and welcome to Ukulele Underground Songs Made Easy. My name is Aldrine Guerrero, and I will be your instructor for today. I'm joined also by Mr. Aaron, the voice Nakamura. Say what's up, Aaron? He's manning the cameras right now, so whenever we need to get a closer look at my ukulele, he's going to be manning the camera that gets a nice little zoom into the uke, so that you guys can get a better view of how I'm holding these chords and how I'm playing these, the strumming patterns and stuff. So Aaron will be taking care of that. Kahai, the legend Fergan, is also joining us. Say what's up, Kahai.
What's up?
So Kahai is in charge of basically everything else. He's pushing all the buttons here. He's showing you guys all the all the different point of views. He's switching. So show them a cool little change in point of there. Oh, there it is.
I think you want to say I'll show the diagrams and stuff,
yeah,
but not for today.
Not for today. Usually he does the diagrams, but we don't need no diagrams today. You know where you can find diagrams though is if you're more visual learner and you want to download these for yourself. Heck, maybe you might even want to print it out and perhaps start a Songs Made Easy book. For yourself, if you want to do that, you can go and click on the link below, sign up for our newsletter, and in the newsletter, we always update you guys with the newest songs for Songs Made Easy. Okay, you can download those. It'll show you the chords, it'll show you the strumming pattern, show you the chord pattern that we're going to be doing, and everything else that you need. And that comes out before the show airs, so you can always take a look at that before watching the tune. Okay, today we're going to be learning how to play Sunday Morning by Maroon 5. Now, this is kind of a throwback to our very, very, very first ukulele lesson over at IamHawaii.com. So Ukulele Underground, prior to being Ukulele Underground, we used to work for a company called IamHawaii.com, and that's kind of where our original ukulele lessons came from. So shout out to all those people who've been watching us ever since I Am Hawaii, because there's still some of you folks out there who are still watching Ukulele Underground till now. But we wanted to redo this because I realized that we didn't do this song for Ukulele Underground, because it was kind of we left it at I Am Hawaii and it became that. We still play this during our shows, during the Aloha Friday Live jams, and I figure we should kind of teach this song, but I want everyone to learn this, so that's why we're doing it right now for Songs Made Easy. Sunday Morning by Maroon 5 sounds something like this, so you guys can kind of get to know what the song sounds like. Okay, so it goes like this. Sunday morning, rain is falling. Steal some cover, share some skin. Like that. Clouds are shrouding us in moments unforgettable. You twist to fit the mold that I am in. But things just get so crazy, living life gets hard to do. And I would gladly hit the road, get up and go if I knew that someday it would lead me back to you. Someday, that someday it would lead me back to you. That may be all I need. In darkness she is all I see. Come and rest your bones with me, driving slow on Sunday morning, and I never want to leave. Alright, so nice and simple, and as you might have guessed by now, this is why it's called Songs Made Easy, because we take a nice complicated song like this, and we make it simple so that people who are picking up the ukulele for the first time is able to kind of pick up something from this lesson, or maybe even get to play this tune. Okay, so usual rules apply. If you're having a hard time or anything like that, just try your best. You don't have to necessarily learn the song in its entirety by the end of the episode. You can can always rewatch this again and, work on some of those, some of those chords, or working on holding those chords and getting used to them. Some of these chords you might be playing for the very first time. So, don't be so hard on yourself, and just kind of go with the flow, And if you want to play along with us and you're having a hard time with the chords, for example, if you can't play that first D minor chord, maybe you just, play a Z chord. This is what we like to call Z chord. Take your fingers and play it over the strings like this, and just like that. So you just kind of play muted notes. So you can just go, that may be all I need. In darkness she is all I see. So the main thing here is play what you can. Okay, you don't have to do the entire thing. That's something that you can kind of work on after this, or if you want to watch this, video again to make sure that you got it down. By all means, go ahead and go do that. Okay, so here we go. We're going to learn 3 chords today. The first chord that you're going to learn is a D minor chord. So your middle finger is going to go up to the G string 2nd fret, and your ring finger right underneath that on the C string 2nd fret. So the trick here is making sure your middle finger is curved enough so that you have room for your ring finger underneath. So for myself, my middle finger, is a little bit straight, like this, straightforward. There's a little bit of kind of turn towards the, towards the headstock, just a little bit. Because what I'm doing is I'm making room right underneath for my ring finger, and my ring finger is coming at the opposite angle. So if my middle finger is leaning towards the towards the headstock, my ring finger is slightly, not like a major lean like this, but just like slightly leaning a little bit towards the body of the ukulele, so that you have space. It's kind of like this, like kind of going like this. It's crisscrossing your 2 fingers. Okay, and then your pointer finger goes in the E string 1st fret. So middle finger G string 2nd fret, ring finger right underneath for the C string 2nd fret, pointer finger E string 1st fret, like so. And I'll kind of show it to you guys from this angle also, so you see what I mean. So middle finger, and it goes up like this. That's straightforward. Make a little bit of an angle like this. Ring finger goes underneath there. See like how it clears. So that's why I'm saying make sure that this is bent. Because if this is not bent correctly, if it's a little bit straight, you're not going to have enough room to play your ring finger underneath, okay? So make sure that this is nice and curved. Ring finger underneath, pointer finger, E string, 1st fret like this. And I'll show it to you from this angle right here so you can kind of see the ring finger going underneath. So middle finger here, slight lean. Ring finger underneath, slight lean. See that? Underneath. If your ring finger is touching your middle finger, it's totally fine. Okay, so they're almost supposed to in this chord, so don't be afraid of that. Pointer finger goes in the E string 1st fret down here. So that is your D minor chord. Okay, so from here we're going to play a G7 chord. What we're going to do is we're going to release on our 2 middle fingers, middle and ring finger, like this. And we're going to keep our pointer finger there, and that's going to be our anchor. So you're going to drop anchor there. Make sure that your anchor kind of stays. Middle finger goes down where our ring finger was, on the C string 2nd fret. Ring finger goes on the A string 2nd fret, like this. And notice how it's kind of tilted a little bit towards the headstock again. Because what that does is it gives the 3, now I have 3 curves, or 3 bridges, or 3 rainbows, or arches, whatever you want to call them, on this chord. So in order to fit all 3 fingers on this tiny spot right here, you want to make sure that you're making your ring finger, not ring finger, but your wrist turn a little bit towards the headstock like this, to make room. Because watch what happens if I'm like this and it's straight. See how all my fingers kind of bunch up like this, but when I swing my wrist around, bam, it's nice and nice and uniform. It looks like how it's supposed to look like. Okay, and then for our last chord, we just have a C major 7. So this might be new to some of you folks, but all it is really is we're going to play ring finger on the A string 2nd fret. So from your G7, you just take off your middle and your pointer finger like this. because it's your ring finger should be already on the A string 2nd fret. So, all right, and from there, I want to drop my anchor again on the E string 1st fret, and then form my D minor chord around there. Okay. Another tip is to make sure you have a point of contact here on on the neck of your ukulele, because when you when you release, for example, when you go from here to the next, from the C major 7 to the next chord, you might have a very small like fraction of a second that you don't have any fingers on your on your fretboard. So you might be a little bit disoriented from there. So make sure that you got this part of your knuckle right here, the big knuckle, right underneath that, right where the nut is. So this is called the nut, this white part. It's right underneath there. And my thumb is up here to kind of just make sure that I'm holding my ukulele in place. And it's like really loose, yeah? And it's not like I'm not gripping it or anything like that, making sure that I'm holding the uke. It's just placed there so that my uke doesn't fall down. Because if I do this and I let go, there might be a little bit of a spot where I don't have full control of my uke. And you always want full control of your ukulele. All right? So with that said, we got D minor, then we got G7, then we got C major 7. And what we're going to do is we're going to strum 2 times in D minor, and we're just going to do a simple down strum. Using our thumb, using the flesh part of our thumb, what you're going to do is you're going to drag your fingers down. You're going to feel a resistance on the strings, because, your strings are, they're up to tension. So because your strings are up to tension, you're going to feel a nice little resistance on those strings. And just use your thumb and the flesh part of your thumb, go against those strings and strum down like so. The sweet spot's right here, so you want to make sure you hit that spot right there. Because if you do it by the sound hole, your thumb might get lost inside the sound hole. I know it sounds ridiculous, but I've seen some people do that. So make sure you hit it on the sweet spot, which is right where the neck meets the body, right there.
And you don't want to do it further up the neck, because you might. Well, if you're doing like a pointer finger strum, your finger might hit the neck too, right? So that really is like the exact spot.
Yeah, that's the sweet spot of most ukuleles, I should say. All right, so going D minor 2 times, G7 2 times, and then C 4 times. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Or you can do it as 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we are filming this live, and if you guys have any questions at all, or if you need a little bit more information or a little bit more help on how to switch those chords or how to hold those chords, you can you're more than welcome to ask it on the live chat, and we can answer it as soon as we can.
Could you maybe while I don't know if we're gonna get questions, but while we're waiting, could you maybe explain how to get from that C major 7 back to the D?
Sure, yeah. So, our ring finger is there. Like I said, I sometimes want to use, my pointer finger as that anchor to get back to the D minor chord. So my pointer finger is an anchor. Look at my ring finger. My ring finger will then kind of connect with my middle finger, getting that kind of position ready for my D minor, so that when it drops, my D minor is right there. Okay? So this is going to be helpful advice for any chord that you might be facing in the future. Just make sure that you have some kind of point of contact with the ukulele. Even if not, then you should have these on the side, like I was saying, with point of contact. So if you don't want to use that as an anchor, you want to just kind of go like release from the C major 7 and kind of do an air chord. What an air chord is, you can kind of see the D minor chord forming already. So for my C major 7, as soon as I lift, my pointer finger is going to bend down. My ring finger is meeting up with my middle finger, and all I have to do is drop that chord down, and it becomes that D minor chord. So from C major 7 to the D minor chord. So D minor to G7 to C major 7. You can use the pointer finger like this to anchor, or you can just kind of switch and do an air chord like this. So what I do is I let that chord ring out and then play that, play that chord. So the next chord. 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Any questions? And if not, we'll just go ahead and go play this song. Okay, so grab your ukulele. Let's try your best, and let's play this song together. All right, and it's pretty much the same chords over and over again. Really, really, really fun song. Like we said, this was our very, very first lesson over on IamHawaii.com. So this is, a lot of people kind of see us as Ukulele Underground. That's how they know us. So our first episode on Ukulele Underground was Love Song, I believe, right? So starting off with Love Song, we already got like pinky mutes in there. We already established that, and we're doing like picking and stuff. So some people are like, well, this is a little bit too hard. But, I guess because nobody really knew about the past archives where this was our very first lesson on Ukulele Underground, not Ukulele Underground, but I Am Hawaii. And that's kind of where we started. We built up from there. Okay. So it's a good opportunity for us to kind of retell the story of Sunday morning. Here we go. 1, 2, ready. D minor. Oh. Ba-doom boom. Ba-doom boom. Ba-doom boom. Sunday morning, rain is falling. Can't reach those notes. Steal some cover, share some skin. Clouds are shrouding us in moments unforgettable. You twist to fit the mold that I am in. But things just get so crazy, living life gets hard to do. And I would gladly hit the road, get up and go if I knew that someday it would lead me back to you. Someday, that someday it would lead me back to you. That may be all I need. In darkness, she is all I see. And come and rest your bones with me, driving slow on Sunday morning, and I never want to leave. Fingers trace your every outline, oh yeah, yeah. Paint a picture with my hands, oh. Back and forth we sway like branches in a storm. Change the weather, still together when it ends. Oh, that may be all I need. In darkness, she is all I see. And come and rest your bones with me, driving slow on Sunday morning, and I never want to leave. But things just get so crazy, living life gets hard to do. Sunday morning, rain is falling, and I'm calling out to you, singing someday it'll bring me back to you. Someday find a way to bring myself back home to you. That may be all I need. In darkness, she is all I see. Come and rest your bones with me, driving slow on Sunday morning, and I never want to leave. That may be all I need. So that was a song called Sunday Morning. Very, very, very beautiful song. Written by Maroon 5. It's on their first, I think, like public album. At least I don't know if they had an album before that. Songs about Jane. So if you guys want to check out that tune, we are playing it right now in its original key. So if you want to play along with the original recording, you should be playing the right chord. So and I wanted to introduce, for some of you folks who have played your ukulele for some time, I want to introduce you to a major 7 chord, because with this song you can go to a C if you want to. They can go, I may be all I need. But if we analyze that a little bit, so I know this song's made easy, but if we take a look at that, and we take a look at every single note here, that A string 3rd fret right there is basically the same as your C string. So you have this note, and this note, right? But we're playing a major 7. So which makes that note a little bit unique. And what that does is, instead of playing the same note, it's just a note that is half step down, which means it's 1 fret in the back, which gives it a nice tension between these 2 strings right here. And in Sunday Morning, or songs like Sunday Morning, to play a major 7 chord, right there is kind of appropriate. It gives the song a little bit more mellowness to it. And the major 7 really gives a kind of a mood setting chord to land on, because you're going to be playing that chord 4 times as opposed to the 2 times in the D minor and the G7. So the C major 7, because you're gonna kind of linger there for a little bit. You want a nice mellow, mellow notes to kind of to match the song, match the feel of the song of a lazy Sunday morning, rain is falling, So it's really beautiful how we can use the ukulele with just 4 strings to kind of convey these emotions and tell the story that the original writer wants to tell. So even though the original writer didn't have an ukulele in mind, they probably had a piano and stuff. But when we play an ukulele, we can still kind of give that same message and that same feel by playing like some nice chords there. C major 7.
It's like, don't be afraid of those.
Don't be afraid. Yeah,
I think. Well, and people have been asking you, right? They're like, what do these chords mean? What do the extra letters and stuff? And then when you break it down, they're like, oh, that's not as scary as I thought it was. Like, oh, that makes sense. Like, okay, yeah. Yeah,
so stuff like C major 7 or even G7, for that fact, because I know we use a lot of G and stuff, and I want to show you guys G7. These are called chord extensions. You have the C, then you have the 7. So C, and then you have the major 7. But all it really is if you master your chords, there's some books like The Treasure of Ukulele Chords by Roy Sakuma that'll show you a lot of the chords in the ukulele, and I highly, highly, highly suggest and recommend to you guys to explore your ukulele and explore and learn as much chords as you can, and see where they fit, because sometimes a chord like C major 7, something as simple as instead of playing the 3rd fret, you play the 2nd fret, will give a different color to the song that you're playing. Okay, because even though I know you guys are beginners, and this is a series for beginners, it's never too early to start hearing different colors in the chords and kind of getting a feel for nicer sounding chords or mellower sounding chords, and not be afraid whenever you see something like C major 7. Like it's not going to be a chord that looks like this or whatever. It's like something that's
scary
simple.
sounding, but it's really simple.
Exactly. So it's not a scary chord. Yeah.
Yeah, that's one of Sarah Mizell. That one of her lines that she always says, because she does a lot of jazz workshops. She always says, you got 4 strings, you got 4 fingers to work with, you're gonna be okay.
You're gonna be fine. Yeah, it's not scary. So just it's good to do. And I love the song, and I love the song so much that I put it in the cover album that that I did, and we still play it today on our shows. So we might not play it in this key. This key is super high, but it's the original Adam Levine key. I can't sing like Adam Levine. I brought the wrong pants today, to sing like Adam Levine. But this is the original key. I hope you guys enjoy it. Let's play it one more time, and then let's call it a day. Okay, any questions that we got?
No.
Just want to make sure we get everything. Okay, good. So we don't want to leave you guys with any kind of lingering questions. So here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go. Are you gonna do the background stuff, guy? The background vocals?
I like that.
Okay. Yes, you do. Here we go. Sunday morning, rain is falling. That's too high. Still some cover, share some skin. I like that. Clouds are shrouding us in moments unforgettable. You twist to fit the mold that I am in. But things just get so crazy living. Life gets hard to do. Life is hard. I would gladly hit the road, get up and go if I knew that someday it would lead me back to you. Someday, that someday it will lead me back to you. That may be all I need. In darkness she is all I see. Come and rest your bones with me. Driving slow on Sunday morning, and I never want to leave. Fingers trace your every outline. Oh yeah, yeah. Paint a picture with my hands. Oh, back and forth we sway like branches in a storm. Change the weather, still together when it ends. That may be all I need. In darkness she is all I see. Come and rest your bones with me. Driving slow on Sunday morning, and I never want to leave. But things just get so crazy living. Life gets hard to do. Sunday morning, rain is falling, and I'm calling out to you, singing someday it'll bring me back to you. Someday find a way to bring myself back home to you. That may be all I need. In darkness she is all I see. And come and rest your bones with me. Driving slow on Sunday morning, and I'm driving slow. Oh yeah, yeah, oh yeah, yeah. Oh, there's a flower in your hair. There's a flower in your hair. Oh, Sunday morning, and I'll never want to leave. I love that song, and I hope you guys like it too. Please check out ukuleleunderground.com if you want to learn how to play the ukulele. So we have many lessons that are available over there. We have over 100 lessons, 100 songs. Maybe you have over 200 songs at this point. How many songs do we have, Kahai?
I think it was like at least we did 130.
Just a month lessons,
yeah.
Right? And then we have whiteboard requests. We have UU plus, U plus solos. We have so much stuff over at ukuleleunderground.com. And when you sign up for UU plus, you can take your ukulele playing to the next level. So like we said, you can learn some solo arrangements if you're at that level, or even if you're just a beginner, we have a bunch of courses for you. If you want to learn how to hold those chords properly and to get to know more chords, we have a course called Essential Chords course. So with the essential chords, you can pretty much learn all the essential chords that you need in order to play most songs. So you can go and check that out over at UU Plus. We also have Ukulele 100. For those people who are picking up the ukulele for the first time, then you can graduate over to Ukulele 101 and also 102. And then from there, we have loads and loads and loads of videos that will help you get better at the ukulele. We've been doing this for over 10 years now, and we believe that we have the content to help you get unstuck or to help you be the ukulele player that you want to be. Yeah. Alongside all those videos, we also have live streams like this. We have one-on-one coaching. We have private lessons that come at no extra cost to you guys. It's really a great service. There's a bunch of people that's on there right now. They've given some great testimonials, and I believe we put out an awesome product that you guys should check out. Yeah,
I think if I did the calculation right, I think we have 230 songs.
Ooh, that's a lot of songs. That's just songs.
Yeah,
and
just
song
lessons,
and not lessons. And so we have at least over 1,000 videos, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
that
one took a while.
1,000 videos. We have technique videos. We have like Ukulele 101, where it's like it's a course, and it's really, really, really great. So if you guys have some time, check out ukuleleunderground.com and also check out UU Plus to get even more stuff out of Ukulele Underground. But with Ukulele Underground alone, you get access to those 130 something songs that Kahai was talking about.
Yep.
Yeah.
And also access to the whiteboard request songs. You can also check that out as well. But if you're really serious.
Mark in the chat was saying, I didn't know about the private lessons.
Yes. So Mark, if you have not checked out the private lessons yet, if you go on your UU Plus dashboard, there should be a place where you can click where it says UU Plus
orange banner.
Orange banner that says UU Plus private lesson beta or whatever it says right there. So just click on that. It should bring you to a kind of a scheduling page where you can schedule your private lesson with yours truly. So I will help you out. It's like in 15-minute blocks. So I'll help you out whatever you're having a hard time with. Let me know what you want to learn, and I can kind of do as much as I can in the 15 minutes time limit.
I think it's funny because people who have done the private lesson. Like, they're like, oh, I want to do more private lessons, but I've already used up all my slots.
Yeah.
And then you tell them, like, oh, then just do one-on-one coaching. Because it's like, it's kind of similar. And then
with
like,
more people.
They're like, oh, really? And then, like, we see both of them, right?
Yeah, it's really cool. So, check out Ukulele Underground and check out Ukulele Underground Plus. It's really, we believe that is the best way to learn how to play the ukulele currently on the internet. If you don't have access to somebody live, this is not just the next best thing, but pretty much the best thing that you can. I hear people like, this is the next best thing, but this is the best thing.
I think
we firmly believe that.
and then like some people like they're like, oh, I don't know about signing up, and you can sign up for monthly, a monthly subscription, and you get the first 2 weeks free. So that gives you a free trial to try out UU Plus, see if
it's for you. Yeah.
So
please check it out, guys. This is Aldrine Guerrero, joined by Aaron and Kahai. We hope you guys check us out next time. We do this every week at 2:15 p.m. on Thursdays. So this is our Songs Made Easy. You can also download a podcast that we do over on iTunes or wherever you download your favorite podcast. But if you want to watch that podcast, UU Plus, baby. That's where it's all at. Okay? I'll see you guys next time. And for those of you UU Plus subscribers that we just addressed, stick around for the one-on-one coaching because that'll be right after this. Have a great afternoon. Aloha. And we'll see you guys tomorrow on Aloha Friday Live Jams.